Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back to iAllegedly, and I've got a good one for you today because the warnings and these numbers say it all. Okay, so wow. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We have a sponsor today, Delete Me, which I will cover in a bit. But the SEMA car show is absolutely unbelievable. It's just, if you like anything with a motor, wheels, and it goes in a direction forward or back or can turn, this is the show for you. I've never seen anything like this in my life, and just walking through here, there's just so much to cover. It's unbelievable. But speaking of cars, let's talk about something. You know, think about this. Last year in 2024, there were 1.9 million cars repossessed. That's terrible. That's unbelievable. When a car gets behind on payments, generally it's 90 days, generally, depending on your lender. 90 days, you're behind, then they issue something called a repo assignment. So the repossession assignment is designed to go out and get the car, okay? And these guys, depending on the value of the loan, the value of the vehicle, they put a price on that. And you guys have seen this on TV and these great TV shows where they repossess those cars, and it's crazy. You know, Lizard Lick Towing, the Repo Master, all those guys. I mean, it's just fantastic. But what you have right now is, think about this. To date, there have been 7.5 million repossession assignments for 2025. That is insane, guys. That is insane. But the number that gets even worse is between now and 2026, the first part of 2026 in January, they anticipate that it's going to hit 10.5 million repossession assignments right now. When you think about this, people cannot afford these car loans. Interest rates are high. You've got people that are desperate, that are taking loans out for longer periods of time. If they lose their job, they are done. They are losing these cars left and right. It is happening all the time right now. So this is a sign of the times. Usually the last thing that people don't pay is their car. But read the Medium article that I put below. It's fantastic. It really is good. It was sent to me. But man, oh man, oh man. It's unbelievable how bad this is right now. But inconsistency of employment, inconsistency, everybody thinking interest rates are going to go down lower and that we're going to get auto loans cheaper. We're not. And if your credit has suffered at all during this time, you're going to pay more. That is the problem with this that people don't want to accept. Now, the next thing, and what I was going to originally title this video with, was the problem with Home Depot says it all, because the numbers at Home Depot are a sign of the economy and how bad things are. During 2020, more and more people were locked in their house. So more and more people worked in their homes. Honey, you got to paint the house. We got to get this done. And you've got to, you got to paint the room. You got to fix the bathroom up. So more and more people went out and spent money on home improvements. Some did them themselves. Some hired contractors and people to do things as far as plumbing, lighting, everything. Their oasis. I know someone that put $250,000 in their house and in their roof and in their plumbing during COVID, and then recently sold the house. And the house is beautiful, stunning. Backyard's stunning. It's just fantastic. But I don't know if it was worth the 250 grand. It's crazy to think about this. So now Home Depot says people are not shopping. You're not seeing people go back and spending more money at these places. And even simple paint jobs. The transaction amount, the number of items that people purchase, is down. Sales are up, okay, at a certain point, dollar-wise, but they're off as far as same-store sales, meaning people are not going back. And the only reason why sales are up is because prices have gone up. And if you don't think home improvement products have gone up, you're kidding yourself. Because paint's more expensive, You know, I went and recently bought paint brushes and paint and touch up and certain things for the house, and I was blown away at the difference in price of what I paid for, you know, a couple years ago. Oh, check your account. You know, I was just floored at how expensive everything is. So they see the problem. Same store sales, they are ringing the alarm bell. We talked about this earlier this year, but we're hoping that it's going to pick up. Well, it didn't pick up. Summer did not bring more sales to Home Depot. Just didn't happen. So what's going to happen between now and the end of the year? Nothing. Normally, this is what happens with home improvement stores. Thanksgiving's coming. We're going to have the family over to paint the house. We're going to buy the new rug. We're going to buy the new lighting. We're going to do all this stuff to get it done before Thanksgiving. That's not happening this year. And Home Depot does not expect a turnaround right now, which is the sign of the times. Look at that lighting on that car, and that truck. Isn't that kind of cool? It's just everything out here, guys. It's absolutely everything for this. For everything for a vehicle, from wheels to tires to paint to accessories to everything. Every type of cars here, truck, everything. And they give me a press pass every year. It's very nice. And I love doing the videos out here. Just a better year. Last year, you know, we had the election and things were crazy. So I didn't get to enjoy it nearly as much as I can this year. But, you know, what do you guys think about this? You know, the number of people right now that are in, you know, up for repossession, it's crazy. It's as high as 12% of the vehicles on the road could be up for repossession. Guys, you know, that's a huge number right now. It really is. So, people not spending money at the home improvement stores. Get a better shot of all this stuff for you. You just haven't seen it yet, guys. It's only going to get more challenging right now because there is no quick fix. Everything in the economy, all the nonsense that we're dealing with the politicians and shutting down the government is not going to get fixed anytime soon. It's just not. Let me know what you think so far. There's a lot more to show in regards to the event. Let's talk about our sponsor, Delete Me. You know, one thing that we're all victims of is a thing called data brokers. And what data brokers do is they collect all our personal information and sell it about us. Everything from our name, our phone number, our address, our email addresses, photos of us, everything. Delete Me is a fantastic service. If you sign up for it using the iAllegedly discount code, you can save 20% off the regular price. Use the link below to sign up for this. But I have been a member for just over a year now, and they have eliminated so much stuff about me on the internet. And I love it because I'm not getting the spam emails anymore. I'm not getting the text messages like I used to. Check it out today, guys. Save 20% off the regular price, but bring your life back. Protect yourself. Get your personal data taken off the net. Think about this. All this stuff that we fall victim to, from, like I said, our name, our job, pictures of us, our home's value, everything about us can be eliminated with Delete Me. Sign up for it today. Use the discount code iAllegedly. Use the link below, or use this QR code to sign up today and save 20%. Check it out today. Okay, I want to show you something that's really cool. This is the skid pad. This is also the largest they've ever made it in almost 30 years of being out here. And it's absolutely amazing. But when you stand next to this, it rains rubber on you and you get all the smoke and debris, and it is totally worth watching. So enjoy this. Filmed a couple cars, plus my daughter's about to do this too. So she's going in for a ride in one of these cars.
Heading back out on skid pad, Reese Crockett. Yes, sir. Corey Hosford, everybody. Optima Batteries, providing the spark.
I need sunshine. Wow. Dick Cheney passed away yesterday, and that's sad. Okay. Only problem was I thought he was dead already. So I don't know what's worse. Thinking, oh gosh, that guy, he's really gone. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But anyways, a lot of people think that he ran the presidency when W was in office. You can share your thoughts on that one. Now, there's a lot more to cover. One thing that I am not a fan of is private equity acquiring businesses and destroying them. We've seen it with restaurants, we've seen it with store chains, we've seen it with so many different businesses that get destroyed by private equity. I think the next one, and I don't eat there on a regular basis, but Denny's is getting acquired for $620 million from private equity to take the company private. Now, this will either be the greatest thing for Denny's or it will be the kiss of death. In my opinion, Denny's will be over with. But the people that own Denny's stock and own the company, they're going to flourish because they're getting $620 million for that company. But restaurant chains and discount restaurant chains have been suffering for the longest time. And we will see if this, is any different this time. Now, the next thing is, do you know that during this government shutdown that it is illegal in certain areas to offer discounts for people that have SNAP and EBT programs? I didn't know that. That's discriminatory, which I'm like, whoa, who knew that? So you can't say, hey, you guys are having a difficult time. Let us give you a discount on food. You're not allowed to do that. And New York City's got a law, of all places, that says you can't do that. So, and the USDA is telling people that you can't do that. So that's unbelievable. So of all people, I was blown away. I'm like thinking, wait a second, they gotta be able to let this happen. But no, it's just not allowed during this time to give discounts. So who knew? The next thing, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, things are in need of a pullback. Things have been overextended. Too much money is out there in the stock market. We're going to see this thing take a turn for the worse. Okay, well, that's encouraging. But again, when you hear companies like Home Depot are having difficulties, when you hear that there's 10.5 million repossessions out there, that is lunacy, guys. People are not having, a good time right now financially, but the stock market, rarely does it go down. It keeps going up. But you got, of all people, you've got two of the big ones, Goldman and Morgan telling everybody that it's going to change. So gold still around $4,000 an ounce, which again, I know a guy that says if it hit 37, it drops down to 3,700, he's going to buy 100 ounces. That's crazy. I would love to see it happen because I'd call him and see if he made the purchase or not. Here in Las Vegas, there is a problem with real estate. There is an excess of houses that are available for rent and apartments available for rent. For the first time in a long time, you're seeing massive declines for rentals here in Vegas. And I want to make sure I read this to you because it's wild to think about. The average one-bedroom place is just under $1,140 right now, which to me it seems kind of cheap, and I was like, wow, it dropped down that much. So with that, you're seeing two-bedroom places go for basically around $1,500, and you're going to see this as a continuing problem with real estate suffering here in Vegas. So, are you seeing rents go down? The average house is $413,000, which leads to the next story, and that is that right now you're seeing the average house $413,000, but you're seeing more adjustable rate mortgages. Home builders are coming up with shenanigans where they're buying down interest rates. Instead of having a 6.5% mortgage on your house, you can get 3.99 for the first 24 months, and then it's going to jump to the moon during that time, from there, or 6 months or a year. This is the problem that caused the financial crisis of 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, and that was those adjustable rate mortgages that nobody ever expected their teaser rates to shoot up. Remember the lie, you're going to be able to refinance your house. The problem with this is that people, even with existing homes, resales, they're offering these mortgages for people and working out deals with lenders so they can buy it down. Listen, Joan, if you put $28,000, you can get your interest rate down for the first year, and you pay the interest for the buyer, and it'll sell your house. And people are doing that, getting out of the house, and hopefully the buyer thinks that the price is going to continue to, oh gosh, the value is going to stay up there, interest rates are going to drop, blah blah blah. It's just not going to happen, guys. It's not going to happen. So, final thing before I get into that, don't forget the private channel, iAllegedly Live. Check out newvideos.com, because that's getting crawled by the news agencies now, which is really cool. So they're starting to pick up the videos. But the final story is Progressive. Progressive Insurance. They have a $1 billion refund that they're giving people because they charge people, made this excessive profit. In Florida, they're going to start issuing refund checks that could be $300 check to people or a $300 credit on your insurance. So read the story below, see if you're eligible for that, because that's crazy, guys. That's $1 billion refund. Who knew? So good old Flo, kind of thick but kind of nice. Okay. See if anybody caught that. Anyways, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and onward and upward, guys. I will see you very soon. There's a lot of this show to cover. Also, check out newvideos.com because there's some raw footage over there. If you like the outside of the show, I covered that as well. And that video's up playing right now, too. Okay? See you soon.